to bring Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. See, why can't we be by ourselves sometime? See, I've been having this on my mind for a long time. I just want it to be you and me.
Zabuzabaz. All right, welcome to Sustainability Connect on Icon Radio, your #1 entertainment plug. We are super glad that you could join us this wonderful morning. And like we always say, sustainability conversations happen here just to enlighten us on what is happening within the sustainability space, between the ESG space, and also within every aspect of the climate conversations. And we are super glad today we are hosting a very special guest because we are going to Naivasha. So super excited. Why are you laughing? Aren't we all going?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Right? So karibuni sana to Icon Radio, your #1 entertainment plug. I'm your host, Wanjira Maganjo. And today we are, like we always do this on every Sustainability Connect, we tell you we are not an entertainment show. What we are an educative and an awareness and publicity type of show where we educate you and train you and tell you all aspects of conversations between of sustainability. And today we are going to be talking about the World Rally Championship, which is going to be happening between the 20th and the 23rd of almost said November. I mean, I'm about to end the year.
It's still early in the year.
It's just the first quarter of the year. I think I really want this year to end. But it's going to be happening on the 20th to the 23rd of March. And we are super excited that today we are having the leading financial institution in the country, led by Judith, who's going to be introducing herself. So, karibu sana Judith to Icon Radio and mostly to Sustainability Connect. Kindly introduce yourself, tell us who you are and our agenda today.
Thank you, Wanjira. My name is Judith Sidi Odhiambo. I'm the head of corporate and regulatory affairs at KCB. And so I also take lead in guiding on the sustainability initiatives that we do at the institution.
Wow, KCB is very big on sustainability, and I love the fact that this year you're being very intentional, very intentional with WRC. I mean, being one of the highlight the high profile sporting event of the year. This is the one time we all say we're going to Naivasha. Even if you're not going, you'll just say you're coming. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what is so different this year?
So one of the initiatives that we have picked for the WRC, or what we call World Rally Championship, is the tree growing initiative. Why we picked that is because we do know that the rally takes place within an environment, and mostly it is in the open spaces, the open fields, the farms, and all. We know the whole area that it navigates through. And so one of the things that we challenged ourselves is to say, what can we do to contribute to the environment positively, even as we run this fun sport, which attracts a lot of people to come, whether you are a driver, whether you are a day-to-day person, a kamananchi. I mean, everybody just comes to the rally. So that fun part of it, but also a responsibility behind it, that I still need to take care of my environment. And so we looked at the approach in terms of the tree growing. We also said, how do we manage our waste? Because I can tell you, Wanjira, when you're in that rally, everybody is carrying something in a container, eating, moving around. So how do we make sure that we also manage the waste that is also thrown or disposed of? How do we make sure that then we can reuse, recycle, so that then it can be a useful product later on? So those are some of the things that we are looking at doing, which we have already started doing, and we will continue to do even as we go through the 4-day rally that will be taking place next week in Naivasha.
I love what you said about the tree growing, and I love the fact that you're aware we are no longer tree planting, we are tree growing.
Yes.
And what are some of the schools that you have done this initiative? Because sometimes we grow the trees, and then we forget the trees. So what are some of these schools that you as KCB have identified and have grown these trees, and the sustainability aspect of it? How are you looking at it even after the WRC?
So one the subject matter of sustainability is that you just don't look at it today; you look at it in the long term.
Yeah.
So what we have done with our tree growing initiative is to make sure that we partner with schools that are our customers. So because we know the rally route will be within the Naivasha area, Gilgil areas, and also Nairobi at Kasarani. So what we have done is just to make sure that we partner with the schools that are around where the rally will be taking place. So again, taking the initiative a step further to create awareness with the schools and the young children who are coming up on the importance of conservation of these trees.
Very important.
Yeah, and so since it's something that we have done now for 2 years, partnering with schools on tree growing, we have seen an 84% looking for the word retention. So yeah, so we're able to conserve 84% retention, and so that's a good thing, because then we know in schools they take care of the trees, they adopt them as their own.
Yeah.
They have all these clubs, the 4K clubs, the agriculture, all these education subjects that they are doing. They are also learning the importance of conservation and how to take care of the planet. So it becomes a form of learning, but at the same time also practically now doing it to make sure that if you come back to that school 10 years from today, you will have a big tree which is now providing shade or even giving fruits, and people are also enjoying it.
Oh, do you have a specific species you're planting, or are you cutting across board?
We are cutting across board, so we have looked at fruit trees and then mixing it with the local trees, which then can survive in that environment. So we are very keen on that, because also we don't want to be getting trees from elsewhere to come and plant. So we plant within the area, because also we have a very big SME project that we have. So we buy from the nurseries that are within the community, and of course also build the local economy there.
I love the ripple effect,
Yes,
where
yeah.
it is all within
An
Naivasha.
ecosystem,
The
yes.
ecosystem is just within that particular space. And for 2 years now, you have done tree growing, and trees take around 2 to 3 years to start maturing and actually now start producing fruit. So we are hoping by the time you're doing the fourth and the fifth, we'd be eating fruits. You know, like even schools can decide we can be plucking and going and selling the fruits during the rally. So that's very commendable. And thank you so much for actually bringing this as an agenda for WRC, because in the past we've only seen the aspect of just an event, and we don't look at the longevity of after the event. So I know that KCB has allocated 1% of its WRC sponsorship to support environmental conversations. So and you just spoke about that briefly. Maybe is there a reason why you took that direction, that you're definitely taking this direction?
Yeah, so even as we work, because that's a big sponsorship. So as we work with our partners, one of the things is that we also drive the agenda on sustainability. And for KCB, sustainability also is driven from a strategy level. So we do have various parameters that we have on what should we do to be able to grow the space. So we have seen opportunity in the green lending space. So again, working with our customers in that area. We have seen the area of waste management also coming up. Then, of course, working again with our customers to see how we can grow that area. We are also working with some of our customers who are in the recycling and reusable space, seeing how best then can we work with them through accessing credit facilities, so that then they can be able to do their various products and services, which then they can sell and earn a form of livelihood. So there's quite a lot within that space. So apart from just looking at the risk, we also look at the opportunities. And then as a bank, how can we step in to be able then to broaden and enlarge whatever the customer is doing, which then can be a form of income for them.
A quick one, off the radar. Since the inception of WRC and KCB being the main sponsors, has there been any form of climate tech that you are supporting during, not just during the WRC, but are there climate innovations that have sprout out just by the mere fact that the WRC is happening in those spaces?
Yes, we do. Like one of the things that now we are doing is in the evening we are having solar. We have where the rally is taking place in the den. We are now powering it to the solar. So it's been a very good space even for customers and the public to learn how does the solar system work in an open space.
Yes.
How does it charge? What kind of facility? So it's also been a learning and also for people to see how it can practically work when you're utilizing that. So we've also brought our customers on board, those who are in that space, to come and showcase because that's a big crowd. Of course, you watch the rally, but at the same time, you can also learn something about how can you do some of these conservation activities in your company, in your business. So we bring all those customers in that space who come then and showcase what they are doing in that space. And of course, you get contacts, what even after the rally, then you can do your follow-up. So the fun of it, but also at the same time, there's also the learning and learning what are the initiatives in the market, who are these people who are offering some of these services, and then what can you do to plug in.
I'll tell you a funny story. The day before yesterday, our governor in Kiambu was doing the street lighting for Kiambu town, and they were doing solar lights. And I can tell you for sure, at night, the women were ululating, and I was like, okay, fine, we shouldn't be ululating, but it was something that we were very eager to see about the solar aspect of lighting. So I love what you're doing at WRC because now people are becoming more aware of adapting solar energy as an alternative source of energy. So that is that is brilliant. There's something that we are always talking about when you're talking about tree growing and the whole aspect of carbon emissions, and there's a lot of speak right now on carbon trading, and I don't know what your thoughts are in line with that, because in as much as you're tree growing, there's a reason why we're doing it. So what are some of the measures that you're taking as KCB to ensure that there's reduction of carbon emissions at WRC?
So what we are doing also, when you look at carbon trading means there are things that you have put in place to be able to have credits to sell and trade. So one of it is, of course, the growing of trees, which we have a target of growing 1.5 million trees every year.
1.5 million.
1.5 million trees every year.
Mm-hmm.
So WRC contributes also towards the big agenda for the group and the bank. Then, of course, we do measure our operations, how we utilize our water, our paper, our electricity, and fuel. So we monitor that on a monthly basis. We get that data. And what we are hoping by generating and getting that data, there'll be a consistency of how we are utilizing how we utilize our operations, what are these carbon emissions, and then what are we doing to offset. So what we are looking at with the initiatives that we are doing in the tree growing, plus what we are measuring in terms of resource consumption, will have an offset of sorts. Then the other bit also that we are looking at is our credit lending book. So we are also very focused on the customers that we lend to. We look at the different sectors. So we have even categorized the sectors to know which sectors are high emitters, which sectors are medium emitters, which sectors are low emitters. And those which are high emitters, how can we work with these customers to transition? Because at the end of the day, when you talk about carbon trading, those are the things that will be asked. What activities or initiatives are you doing as a bank, working with these customers in high emitting sectors to bring down their carbon credits? So those are some of the initiatives that we are working on, but we know in the long term it will then broaden and contribute towards us being able to trade on credits. So it can't just happen overnight. You have to work now with your customers, you have to work with internally with the operations, then of course with the initiatives that you do. And most of the time you'll hear people talking about scope 1, scope 2, scope 3. So basically all those scopes that you're working on should be able to help you then be able to trade on your carbon credits.
Do we have like a surprise EV look during the WRC? Do you feel like there's gonna be at least a pop-up of maybe one EV?
What you're looking at, of course, we normally say sustainability also must have fun. So we are looking at our setups are being a reflection of sustainable equipments and furniture and all the things that we shall be using. We're also hoping to have our customers there, those who are in that space. We'll also have, in terms of waste management, we'll have the bins which people can see in the
Yeah.
with their coded colors. How do you dispose of that?
Yeah.
And of course, working with WRC, even in that waste management, is that once the rally is over, they'll collect all this and take it to one of the partners, then who will use that to recycle. And some of these stories we want to capture to be able to share and see, oh, this pile
Yeah.
that we collected, this is what it has produced, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we hope that then will create a lot of interest in making sure that we do a lot of reuse and recycling of some of these things.
So there are no electric vehicles.
We do have electric vehicles. we do have at the rally. We do have electric vehicles.
Yeah.
We are also working with some. We have drivers that we have also sponsored. So again, under gender, we do have a lady also whom we have sponsored.
Wow.
A young lady with her mom who will also
Oh,
be
yeah.
participating also at the rally. Yeah, so we have tried as much as possible to incorporate everything sustainability into the concept of WRC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that everybody now can come. It's like a family day, family outing. So everybody can come and see that there's something for them. Yeah, if you're not interested in looking at all the cars and the dust, you can sit down and just enjoy the atmosphere and the environment around you.
You always feel like there's a charge, even when you don't feel like you want all the dust, but there's
Yes.
always like a very strong energy.
Yes.
Like it's just out of nowhere, just cheering on and just having fun. Half of the time, I can be very honest. A lot of people don't understand the whole WRC aspect.
Yes.
What they do is enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
It
like,
was
we're
a
here
day
for the
out.
fun.
Yeah.
We're here
Yeah.
to experience Naivasha. We're here to
Yeah.
experience the people, the side events, the small
Yes.
side events. So that
Yes.
is what a lot of people are looking at.
Yeah.
And I love what you said about waste segregation because right now, NEMA just released its three bin idea of waste segregation and that awareness. You know, we keep talking about segregating at source.
Yes. Yeah.
How do we
You
start?
do it, yeah.
So, like, I love that you're taking the initiative to tell people, even at home,
Yeah.
you can do three bins or at least three papers where you segregating your waste, and this is how you identify the types of waste. So that's very important because educating young people gives them that awareness to know that they're protecting the future. And I have seen where in areas where there's with segregation being done, or even just that awareness that you're not throwing trash in this organic trash on this, it just makes somebody aware that they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. So that's very interesting. And I love that you have partners who are going to give you the data after that because we'll be there watching.
Yes.
How many kgs of cans did you collect?
Yes.
How many kgs of organic waste was collected
Yes,
during the
yeah,
WRC?
yeah.
And those are the reports that you're talking about
True.
that are helping us now become very alert in telling our stories when you're talking about this. So the impact aspect of WRC. So rumor has it that KCB is planning an art competition in collaboration. Well, is it rumor or is it factual? Let's start from there.
No, it's factual.
It's factual. Tell us
yes.
about it.
Yeah, so what we are doing is we are planning to do this art competition. Again, it's part of us creating awareness, working with the schools, again with the kids in schools around Naivasha area, and also the selected schools in Nairobi, where the rally will take place, as I said, earlier in Kasarani and also at KICC. So we're working with those schools so that then we are looking at picking out the best that then we can use to showcase what it is that the kids are also doing in terms of art to share the story of how we can preserve the environment.
Okay.
And why we picked art is because we know it's different from what you do on a day-to-day in class where you have your STEM, which is normally emphasized. But again, not forgetting those who are doing also the art subjects. Again, looking at it to see what can they also help us in terms of pushing the agenda forward of educating the public and the masses about sustainability in a very simplified way. Yeah.
So, how did you start that conversation for the art competition?
So what we did is to work with the various schools. So we identified the schools that we're going to work with. And of course, we're also working with the teachers, especially those who are teaching art, because those are the ones now who will guide in the process and also doing the judging of the whole of the whole competition.
Okay.
Because again, we also want to bring in what I would call credibility to the process.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how we've worked around it. And what we're hoping is that once it's done, then it can be something that we can then be putting it up annually,
Oh,
and
wow.
and have better prizes to be given, and all that for the kids. Yeah.
So we are all the children are gonna bring in their art.
Yes, the
or
artwork.
the schools first.
The schools that are selected,
the, the schools that are selected,
Yes.
the first
Yeah.
sieve and see which are worth being brought into the
Yes.
competition,
Yeah.
and then on that day.
Yes.
So how do we? Are we gonna have a ceremony celebrating them?
We will have a ceremony to celebrate. Yeah. So
'Cause
on
I'll be
that
there
day,
cheering them.
and one of the things also they'll enjoy is that they'll also enjoy the rally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a part of enjoying the rally, as well as, of course, giving prize to those who will have done well. Yeah.
I love that, because now that pushes the whole agenda of sustainability champions.
Yes.
You know, when young kids are involved, they're like, yeah. Because I remember, this is just off the grid. I love going off the grid. I was at this conference, and there was a 12-year-old girl who had just won a competition because she was using old new envelopes. You know, remember that? Like there was, you have like a pile and pile of envelopes, and she was using art to do that, and she was recycling that, and it was so beautiful. And they were like, "This is so creative." And she was selling for one piece for like 1,800, others 2,000. And it also brings in the economic aspect of it, even for the young children. Like even the small toys that kids we used to create, that is still art, and conserving the environment, where you're not throwing away bottle tops.
Yes, true.
You're creating an object and an art piece out of it. So that's very brilliant. And I know my children would really love to do that. It's only that they're not in those schools. But that is very commendable. And I know that these long-term conversations that you're having now bring in the aspect of economic empowerment, even within the community. So what are we looking at? I know you've talked about the SMEs growth around that space, but what are some of the long-term activities that you're looking to, besides the tree growing and the economic empowerment and the art competition? Do we have any other activity that you're looking at that will be more of longevity for the WRC?
So one of the things that we have done also is to partner with the youth. Some of them, we have given them now space at the den where we shall be hosting our guests. So they'll be selling, those who are selling refreshments, those who will be coming to sell merchandise, those who will come in to sell some of the things that they do. So we are giving them that platform to use, so that then they can be able also to sell. So again, we can't forget our youth. We know they'll also be the majority there. And so those who are in that space of business, then we have given them that opportunity, and also our customers, we have given them that opportunity for that. Then we also work with our women. As I said earlier, especially most of the women groups have nurseries. So those are the ones that we are working with them in the tree growing initiative to purchase the seedlings from them locally. And of course build on their livelihood, whatever else they have. So those are some of the items that we have been working on, just to build on the sustainability conversation, the sustainability initiatives, and also just ensuring that as much as possible, people can see the practicality of it at their levels. Because I think most of the time the word looked so big and people thought it was out there. But I think now things are coming back home where everybody now can relate to it. You
know, there was always that conversation. How? You know, it's like we don't involve the community. So you find the community becomes very they are so repulsed that they don't even look forward to it. But the more you include them, the whole aspect of inclusivity, they're like, they own up the projects. They own up. They actually take the initiative to now start looking for those seedlings.
For you.
You know, earlier enough, so that they know, KCB next year, time like this, they're coming. So I need to prepare my seedlings before time. So I love that, because now that brings in not just the economic empowerment, not women empowerment only, not the youth employment only. There's a holistic overview of growth and intentionality by KCB. And I love that even the children are involved.
Yes.
Like you guys have been very holistic on it. You're like
Yeah.
everyone, eh?
Yes.
No one is left
everybody.
behind.
No
eh?
one is left behind. As sustainable development goals, no one should be left behind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Mm.
But I know you've been experiencing challenges.
Yeah.
Planning for this. Besides the WRC, what are some of the challenges that you've experienced, especially the sustainability aspect of planning for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as with every initiative, there are normally challenges, but some of those challenges you turn them to opportunities. So sometimes you have all these different partners with their different agendas, but how then do you come together and agree that this will be now your common agenda to drive?
Yeah.
I think for some time we had been trying to push for it, but there was no traction. But I think now with a little bit more education and the importance of making sure that we conserve the environment, the pressure also from the community and stakeholders, it's like, we need to do this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least now all of us have converged and we have all agreed, yes, this is something that we all must do. The other bit is even for our partners to understand that sustainability, you don't get quick wins.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So most of the time
yes.
you have like 2 to 5 years for you to see anything tangible, but you have to put in the effort. So again, letting them look at it like more of short term to long term as opposed to something immediate. The results may not be today, but because we keep on doing it, then we shall see those results in another 2 years or in another 4 or 5 years. So that's one of the things that we've learned. The other bit, again, even for customers, is that they have also forced us to rethink how we give our products, which are under green lending. And most of the time, our customers will tell us, if I need to install solar within my business, I cannot take it under the terms for a normal facility. So you guys, are you able to give us a longer term or review the interest rate, especially for us who are in this space?
Yes.
And so the bank has taken that initiative to do reconsiderations of that. And those who are also working on the large scale. Yeah, so those are some of the challenges that we've had, and just making sure that it's aligned also to the bigger strategy of the organization, because you also don't want it to be something that is just done as an initiative, but it's part of your day-to-day business. So even the staff are enlightened. We do a lot of capacity building from them and training for them to understand that even your day-to-day work, you must make sure that everything that you do, your decisions should be aligned to the sustenance of your programs, sustenance of your activities, the business decisions you make, the credit facilities that you give, so that then it becomes part of your day-to-day work. Yeah, so I would say those are some of the challenges that we've experienced, but the good thing, we've been able to turn the tide and work around them.
All right. Climate financing has been such a big issue, especially understanding it, especially for MSMEs and also for SMEs. And I love how you now clarifying it as a bank. You've identified the gap, because now that conversation is just another one by itself.
Yes, it is. It is.
And I know that a lot of people will be approaching you during the WRC just to understand how do you categorize your climate financing initiatives. So that's very important. Looking at all your sponsors, especially for waste segregation, what would you encourage? Because I know there'll be bins all over. There'll be a lot of just points of identification. What would you encourage the young people who are going to be attending the rally? Because we need to also be very responsible. Because you can see a dustbin there, but you still want to basketball and drop. So what would we tell the young people who are attending the rally in terms of being responsible?
Just to tell all the fans and the spectators who will be coming is that we need to be responsible. The same way we have to be responsible in driving. Again, we have to be responsible in our waste. So anytime you have something you need to throw, just check. You'll see a coded bin somewhere. They are normally in 3. So just put it in there, and that will help. Of course, we have some of our youth will be there to collect. But if all of us are responsible, then for sure we will not have to do all that collection. But what we are hoping is that through that, those coded bins that we shall have during the rally, take the time to ask questions, because we'll have people staged everywhere who can explain how this is done, how do you access it, how do you do it, how do you weigh if you're somebody who wants to do it now as a business, how can you do it maybe even within your estate. So there'll be lots of learning during that time of the rally. So take advantage and just learn as much as possible on waste management, but at the same time, even you at a personal level, make sure that you throw your rubbish in the right bin. Yeah.
Very important.
Yes.
Please talk to the Kenyans and tell them, please put Wakenya ni akina nani. I know you guys just love going to have fun,
yes.
and then you assume somebody, because just because you've seen somebody wearing maybe a sponsored attire, saying that they're collecting waste, you're like, somebody will pick it. Let's all be responsible about it and just know that there are proper measures. They're usually three. There's a green, there's a red, and there's a black.
Blue. They are black.
Yeah, there's a black, and then there's also the blue. So we're still debating on whether we're doing the blue or the black.
But at least there'll be three.
Yeah, at least now you'll be told green goes where, red does what. So all this, be curious, ask questions if you don't know. And when we talk about sustainability during the WRC, we are not just looking at it from a perspective of just waste. We are looking at it holistically, and I love that. So what would be your parting shot? Because now we are looking at an event in a week's time. All our sponsors are on board. We already know who's collecting our waste. We already are doing tree planting in different schools. And what would be your key parting shot for this particular event, and what should people be looking forward to?
So it's just to encourage everyone who will be coming to Naivasha that yes, there'll be lots of fun.
A lot
of fun. There'll be lots of fun, so make your way there. And just to encourage that we are responsible, even as we come to see the rallies and enjoy the fun and take our pictures. And because this is once in a year event, because we have put in place all these partners who will be there to showcase some of these items under sustainability, is to urge that visit and just learn what is happening. Because we always say every day we learn and relearn and learn, and it's a good opportunity for that, something new, and we'll be able to benefit from it. So have fun, but at the same time, learn sustainability.
Absolutely amazing. I love how you just said it. Just learn about sustainability. And sustainability is not a corporate word. Everybody who's engaging in all aspects of sustainability is either a young person, a child, a woman, a man who's just there pushing for this agenda. So thank you so much for that conversation and just letting us know what to expect during the WRC. It is in the morning, Willie.
Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you so much. This is Sustainability Connect, where we talk about conversations rallying around conservation, talking about sustainability. And today, we are happy that KCB has intentionally put 1% of their of the whole sponsorship geared towards sustainability. And it is not just tree growing. There is also the art competition within the schools around that area, just to create awareness using art, sustainability awareness using art. I love how you're doing community engagement, because the social impact of that, the economic empowerment of that by KCB is brilliant. And we're also looking at having a lot of fun. Yes. And please, wekeni takataka kwa dustbin.
Yes.
Tafadhali, don't just litter the space. We'll actually be there to monitor and just see what people like that they're doing, how they're doing it, and just telling these stories and just seeing how aware, like we're told, you need to tell people something for at least 7 times before they can actually learn it. So we'll be there to help you guys with that agenda. So KCB is one of the most prominent banks in the country, and this year they are hosting the World Rally Championship, which is one of the most high-profile sporting events globally. Literally, the whole world is in Kenya.
Yes, the whole world is in Kenya from today.
Tusichome wa Kenya, tafadhalini, when you're talking about sustainability. And if you're around Naivasha and you know about all these tree growing activities, plug in. Just come support. Do you guys have those banderas?
Yes,
KCB Rally. So you do have, yes. Yeah, so make sure you get them. Let's have fun, and also let's be responsible for our communities, because at the end of it all, we are the ones who are going to be leaving. Even after all our guests have left, we are the ones who are going to be there. So every space that you're undertaking, let's be responsible around that space. So thank you so much. And we're happy that WRC has recognized that integrating sustainability measures in its environmental footprint is the way to go. Yeah. Thank you so much, Judith Sidi Othiambo. I don't know what is happening today. You guys have an idea of what is happening because today is just that one day. I think it's just Thursday where the body is now shutting down saying, just one more day. But maybe you can just tell us finally when, where, and time.
Okay, so the rally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the rally will be taking place from next week. So we have the 20th, that's Thursday. So Thursday will be the official flag off, which is going to be at KICC. And the flag off will just be taking place outside the City Hall.
Okay.
For the flag off, which will we're expecting His Excellency, the President, to be there to do that. And then after that, we move to Kedong. So that's day 2, we'll be at Kedong. Day 3, we should be at Camp Moran. So that will be at Camp Moran. And then day 4 will be at Hell's Gate. And we'll have the prize giving also in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
so this is for the art competition, or is just for the rally?
No, that is for the rally itself.
That is for the rally.
The rally itself. So we do have one more school. 3 more schools that we are doing the next week to complete the cycle of the tree growing here in Nairobi. And then the art competition is in Naivasha. Yeah, and then Waste Management will be there throughout the rally for the 3 days when we're in Naivasha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you have it, guys. We've had it. We'll be there to give you all the deets and the tea and the gossip. And who won and whose car crashed, because it happens in one day.
And you can be the best dressed.
And oh, really? What is that all about?
You can be the best dressed in the rally.
Oh, wow. We are showing up.
Yeah.
We are showing up. So don't just come there just because it's a rally. People will be taking photos saying you're the best dressed. So thank you so much, Judith, for taking your time to just be in the studio and just telling our listeners, especially on Sustainability Connect, the measures that you have taken for WRC, and accountability matters for us. So we'll be there to support your initiatives. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you for taking your time, and we appreciate you for coming, and looking forward to seeing you next week on Thursday. And should there be any questions or any concerns or any feedback that you'd want to give, you can reach out to KCB through all the social media platforms, because they are very interactive. They are very quick to respond to your queries. So anything you need to know about the rally, just plug in into all the social media platforms. There you will get all the information. So this is Sustainability Connect on Icon Radio, your #1 entertainment plug. And that's it for today. And see you at the WRC. Thank you so much.
You used to be, baby, but you don't know how to act. So matter of fact, I think you better call Tyrone. Call him and tell him, come on, help you get your come on. You need to call Tyrone. Call him and tell him I said, come on. Now every time I ask you for a little cash, you say no, but turn right around and ask me for some. Oh, whoa, hold up, listen, partner, I ain't no cheap thrill. 'Cause Miss Badu's always coming for real. You know the deal. Every time we go somewhere, I gotta reach down in my purse to pay your way and your homeboy's way, and sometimes your cousin's way. They don't ever have to pay, don't but you can't use my heart.
This is Icon Radio.
Low-key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys them know me. Since '06, I've been writing this story. Low key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys them know me. Since '06, I've been writing this story. I know be OG, but if you ask them know me. I know they blow trees, only lonely me lonely. Music chose me, just know this and know peace. I dey low key, but I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come wine for me slowly. I'm never weak, I never cease. Till eternity, I'm on fire. My legacy will not die. My family is for life. What them day, would them be? Them go crazy, them go die. Them go say, them don't know. It's in this song. But low key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys, them know me. Since '06, I've been writing this story. I know be OG, but if you ask them know me.
This is Icon Radio. This is